Alright, hello and welcome to my first model review. It's not about this GSE, I just have it out here because, just set it up. So my first model that I'm ever reviewing is the Gemini200 Aer Lingus Boeing 757-200. I don't collect a lot of 200 scale models, mostly because I have 400 scale airport. Yeah, there it is over there, you can see. Quite big, a lot of models over there on the shelf, you can see. Anyways, so the reason I got this one was because I work at Toronto's Pearson Airport, and every few days of the week, I don't think it's full time anymore. It used to be every day. Aer Lingus would fly in the 757 from Dublin. And when I first started working at Swissport, I used to do WestJet and WestJet only. It was kind of crazy when they brought in their Q400s, but every once in a while, duty dispatch would put me on the Aer Lingus because it's basically an overgrown 737. That's my opinion anyways, but I love the 757 and I love the colors on the Aer Lingus colors on it. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the box or anything, because who the hell even cares about that, right? Here she is in the box. It's kind of cold because she's been sitting in my car pretty much all day while I was at work, and it's freezing in that car. Just a little condensation on it. So there it is. Here's all the GSE with it. So, take a look at the nose here. Focus, camera, focus. There we go. As you can see, it says Aer Lingus on the top there. Boeing 757-200. This is kind of wrong, actually. On the nose it says operated by air contractors, and that's below the supposed to be below the name there, and on here it's St. Columbus. You can't really see it because my camera on my phone sucks, but try and there we go. See, it should be down here somewhere, and it should say operated by air contractors, but that's a small detail, so I won't really nitpick. So here's back here, the engines. Let's take a look down the engine here. See through the engine pretty well. In real life, you can't really. You can, but only if the wind is blowing. So there's that. As you can see, it's got antennas on top and everything. Coming out to the winglet here. It's one of my favorite parts of the 757, these giant winglets. I'm not sure if they're the same size as a 737, but the way Gemini has them on their 400 models, you'd think so. One thing that I thought was pretty crazy about the winglet is, unlike on the 737, the strobe light is up near the top of the winglet instead of down at the base where it would normally be. And come back to the tail, as you can see, look, there's the shamrock. It's pretty great, and one of the things that I thought was just absolutely hilarious when I first worked on Aer Lingus was the registration of that plane. Echo Indigo Lima Bravo Sierra. And that's funny because LBS is just, it's pounds, so whenever that plane coming out, I always call it the pound plane. Turn around to the other side here. And see, here, zooming in. St. Columbia. Oh, it's Columbian, I guess. Yeah. There's our forward cargo hatch. No ground power receptacle on the bottom. That kind of sucks, but you know, again, finite details. I don't know any model manufacturer that goes into amazing detail on the bottom of the aircraft, but yeah, you'd think this plane was flying based on how all the condensation on it. And again, here's the other side. Down to the bottom again. One thing that they're missing again here. Oh wait, maybe it's there. I can't really tell with that at that angle, but they have it here. How you open the door on a 757 is you pull this little lever here on the cargo door. This little lever right. Come on, camera, focus. Yeah, it's not really focusing, but there's a handle, and you pull that out, and then beside the cargo door there's a little latch you open up, and then you just hold this this little switch up, and then obviously it opens it up, and opposite it puts it down. There's also the cargo light switches in there as well. Come to the tail here. Kind of see it there, the APU intake right there. APU. So this plane actually has a fairly quiet APU considering how many other aircraft I've worked on and all that kind of stuff. So we got engines. Come to the back here. Engine. Pretty realistic. I actually did open this model once before, so there was one detail here on one of these gears. Which one was it? Oh, it was this one. Well, actually, they're both a little bit. Okay, that one's alright. That one's okay. There's this one. Just put this down here. Can't really see it there. Oh, there we go. You can see the metal piece holding the bogie onto the rest of the gear. It's kind of bent out of shape. It's probably an easy fix, but there's a pair of pliers could fix that. You see the wheels, rubber wheels. They do the leaning, and for those of you who don't like wheels on your planes, you know, it comes off. The other pieces are in the box somewhere, but I prefer to have my wheels on. Just from the bottom. So yeah, like I was saying, like oh. Detail is probably too fine for my camera to pick up, but and here's the bottom. Pounds. Doors there, the gear and everything. So that's one weird thing. It's kind of leaning back a little farther on the nose gear there. I think it's supposed to be able to turn left and right, but I'm not going to mess with that right now. Maybe put some GSE on it. Turn around this side. Truck on the door there. Get that opened up. Another push tug. There. Catering truck. Didn't really go high enough. Bus bringing the passengers. Fuel truck. These are belt loader. Weird over there. I'm gonna move the fuel truck in a little bit. There's a crew bus. We got our that's it. A little bit of background information on the what my job entails with this aircraft. Basically, this plane has a really bad tendency to tip onto its tail. So that being said, the majority of the bag of luggage are put in the front. Usually about 100 or 110 pieces in the area to the left of the cargo door. Then immediately where the cargo door is and a little bit ahead of it, there's probably about 20 or 30 pieces. At the back is usually where we keep whatever's left from the front. The first class bags, or the priority baggage, gate checks, crew bags. When this plane comes into Toronto, it also brings its own blankets and stuff to replenish its supplies and everything. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this plane. It's a very nice model. It's tiny things that are not really worth nitpicking about. But I definitely know I'll be getting a lot more Gemini200 757s. And if they ever come out with a 747-8, that one too, especially Cathay Pacific, I love that one. The only other 200 scale models I have is that one, FedEx 777-200, and the UPS A300, because I like that plane too. But of all the planes that I do take care of, like Sunwing and British Airways, etc., I love Aer Lingus the best. So thanks for paying attention to my first review. I hope it was good. I hope I've convinced you. If you're on the fence about buying this model, I definitely recommend it. Because I don't think Gemini has any other wingletted 757s out. Maybe an American, I think. Maybe a few Deltas, I think. Those ones are out too. So, yeah, thanks for watching.